Oh, right, there you go. Hi. Hi, guys.
Do you like that countdown, by the way?
There we did, yeah, thank you.
I also like the lower thirds.
I have now been reduced to a number. I don't know how I feel about that.
I like how I'm commentating number 2 as well. That's my favorite thing. So hi guys, welcome. This is Versus Fighting 2018, where we are live with our side tournament for Fighting EX Layer. There's been plenty of tournaments going on today, but when it comes to Fighting EX Layer, we managed to assemble some players together.
I mean, I think that's an understatement. We started off with like 4 people that were like, yeah, I really like this game, maybe let's jump in. We sent a man around to run around the event, and we've come back with, I believe, like 22, 23 players?
24 players
in like a space of
10
seconds.
I was given 24 players. Now,
24, there you go.
What that means is, due to obviously venue availability and everything else, it's going to be a somewhat unique format. It's going to be best of 3, as always, but single elimination. So we're going to be getting through this tournament really, really quickly. But Fighting EX Layer, actually excited to at least have it in some sort of UK variety. Obviously, it wasn't part of the official Versus Fighting lineup, but it's been nice to just kind of get on board and have this game playable in some degree. Because Fighting EX Layer, it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
Once you kind of accept the Gogi decks and you accept that the game has some pretty busted stuff in it, it's all about the fun.
I have never played the game. I played previous games in the series, so EX2, whatever. I played maybe 4 games during the beta at Skullomania, you know, just trolling people with the leak. But I played like 4 or 5 games today, and my god, this game is fun. It's responsive.
Yeah.
It's just enough jank. Like, I'm a fan of jank, you know, the freedom to express yourself, but in a restricted system is there. And I really like it. And who doesn't like sliding low forwards?
Yeah, so we're just saying the bracket's basically like minutes away from being finally good to go.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, so that's the thing about Fighting EX Layer is that it kind of plays, I would always say this game kind of feels like it has the base of EX2+. If EX2+ had a run button.
Yeah.
You know, it's that kind of like fundamental EX kind of, you know, fundamental mechanic.
Yeah, and when we say run, we mean full-on sprint. You're out the gate super fast every time you double tap that forward button.
Because you actually use instant run into button as a poke. That's the thing, is that the game is really fast and really responsive, but that does mean you kind of need to be good at playing the game at 1,000 miles an hour. You know, the game does demand an incredible amount of, I think, response time at a high level. And even then, it's risky. There's so many risky things to do, but they're risks worth taking because the Gogi decks actually sort of reward you quite regularly as well.
Yes, I myself will be messing around with double face. I'm very fan of the heads and tails.
He's one of those. He's one of those guys.
I was picking Blair. Every time I blocked something, I was just churning out kicks. I didn't care.
It's the armor. The armor is it's quite an interesting mechanic, and it's definitely frustrating at first. But when you realize there are actually things that shut down the armor, you kind of sort of play each matchup. And that's the thing about the Fighting EX Layer is that matchups, I always felt like matchups are not dictated by characters, they're dictated by Gogi decks.
Yes.
You know, this deck beats this deck, this deck beats this deck. And, you know, we'll kind of see what happens.
I believe we're also going to be seeing a few players using the progressive control system.
Me included.
You're included. Okay. Johnster, anyone that's familiar with his streams will know of Johnster, was explaining to me the fact that you get 1-button SPDs. And a 2-input 720.
So the thing about progressive versus classic is classic was what I read. I actually read this online. I don't know how true it is, but what I read was that the game was actually designed with progressive in mind.
It wouldn't surprise me with Eureka.
Classic was actually put in the game as a means for, if you played the old school games, you've got that option.
Yeah.
But it wasn't actually designed with Classic in mind. That's why a lot of the Classic inputs maintain lots of negative edge, loads of like input leniency. Like it is actually a very, 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 there's so much stuff with the inputs in the game that quite regularly, as a new player, you might get moves accidentally or moves
There's a lot of overlap as well between...
You need to learn, you really need to learn how the moves work, right? You need to be super familiar. So once you get used to Classic, it's actually fine. There are really good players online that use Classic.
Yep.
I think Fearzite is a really good Skullomania that plays online, and he is super into Skullomania with Classic controls, doesn't have any problems. But as someone like me who plays Garuda, I really feel like Garuda benefits from progressive massively. Okay. Because there's so often trying to do a button into a DP can be very not just difficult, seemingly impossible. You know.
Yeah. Even earlier today playing Blair, even just doing a normal standing uppercut, I was just like, this is a little bit not as lenient as I'm used to with more modern games. You know, things we've seen in Street Fighter 5, complaints of early Street Fighter 4, where we're doing walk forward, low forward fireball was just very, very difficult for people that were used to ST or Third Strike, where, you know, if you get that DP motion, you're going to get it out, but you wouldn't necessarily have any problems. But with the stored directional inputs, it made it very difficult. But like you're saying, with the progressive system, it's gone. You know,
that's the main thing. I personally believe that currently, if you're not using progressive, I do think you're kind of hindering yourself.
Okay.
I really, really feel like progressive is such an efficient control method that everyone has access to. But that's
and if the tool is there, why not use it, right? The game is giving you this option. Why not use it to its maximum potential?
And some characters are so inconsistent to play without it. I feel like it's really important.
Okay, Commentator 1 and Commentator 2, we have a game for you guys. It's going to be King J versus Shin.
Wow, King J.
Now, King J has been playing this game a little bit. If you're familiar with King J's YouTube channel, which I have no doubt a lot of you guys are, King J pretty much plays everything brand new. And he has been making a little bit of Fighting EX layer content. It's not been the most competitive content in the world, but it's been stuff that kind of helps new players a little bit. You know, showing off some of the secret stuff like, you know, Skullomania and Shadow Geist, like, you know, hidden versions of the grabs and stuff like that. But he has been playing and enjoying the game. Alan Snyder, because obviously fighting game fundamentals, Alan Snyder's the best to go with. Now, I believe Gogi deck based. I'm seeing a couple of the exact same decks here, and I think the illusion's going to be really important. Whether that's going to be a big deal remains to be seen. You have to get hit a fair few times before it activates, and then we have chip, grab, and erase. That's going to help us out.
Straight into the super, going to get the juggle, nice.
Now that's kind of why you can't end combos in the corner with Justice Fist, because Alan Snyder still actually does his like pose. It kind of exists to be cancelled into his triple kick. And there you go again. That could have been a bigger punish. Yeah, it's a single elimination Vicious, purely, honest to God, it's just a timing thing. We've started this a little bit later in the day, purely because all of us have been available now. You know, we've all been busy during the first half of the day, and we've only been able to now actually sit down and do it. And there's that DP. Very, very slow.
Out of the uppercut.
Yeah, it's because the universal overhead's actually really slow. So you can actually sort of DP through those, and Alan and Scullo both having a DP makes him pretty decent.
That's air, gets the trade. We're going to see the illusion. Now, is this the being able to tech out of a combo? Or
yes, illusion is a combo breaker system, but it only happens once per round, and it happens when the game decides the time is right. You know, so you don't actually get to escape.
Okay, that's interesting.
It activates kind of later in a combo, so when kind of like X amount of hits have landed in a combo by the end, then it kind of triggers automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's that punish on the Scullo Crusher. Scullo's actually been historically quite bad in a lot of EX games, but I feel like in fighting EX layer, Scullo fits the Gogi deck system quite well.
Yeah, he can abuse it pretty well. We're seeing a lot of his run-ups. Nice duck under the end of that chain.
Absolutely. The chain system means you can get some really dangerous pokes in this game. If you have a really good button that can be chained into something that can be special cancelled into something safe, very, very dangerous. Have to respect it. All right. And there we go. Illusion procs after the 9th hit.
But nice recognition from Jay there, just to keep the pressure on. Jumped in after him just to keep him blocking.
Yeah, if you know the opponent's going in with illusion right now, obviously King J is actually going to know that it's not available now, so we're going to get some extra damage, and there it is.
Wow.
Enough to kill. Good stuff.
Strong commanding game there from King J, showing that he's not just a Tekken player. He has tech in other games too.
Yeah, he plays other games. You know, he plays Street Fighter 5, he plays Tekken. Every time there's a new fighting game, he kind of jumps on board. I think that's almost like the content creator life. But as I was talking about, Skullomania has been obviously not been very good in previous EX games, but I feel like the Gogi system actually fits him really well. Because the Tekkens you get, increased meter gain, the ability to go like invisible in some decks, the instant teleport deck, which is really good as well. They kind of, not only do they help Skullomania in the neutral, but he gets loads of bar. And the second he's got bar, everything on block becomes a mix-up of, do I Scullo head, do I go for the Scullo energy? And you have to show a lot of respect to him. You can be kind of random with this character now.
A lot of people are finding out new setups into the Raging Demon as well, right? So it's becoming a threat if you have those 3 bars on deck.
Erase blow's been activated. That universal overhead can actually be super cancelled off. You can go into his Raging Demon, or any super for that matter. It's the DP. Ooh.
Go for a throw punish there and push him into the corner.
Now, I'm actually not going to poo-poo the execution of these guys a little bit too much. I know a lot of people here, they've kind of dabbled in EX games in the past, but quite a few of these guys are playing it for the first time.
Yeah.
So, technically we could have seen Shin go for a bigger punish off that Justice Fist, and with the 10 seconds left, probably would have been a better situation. But if these guys haven't played it much, then who knows, right?
But thankfully, because of the way this game is, it's very fundamentals based. So, if you've got good movement, you know how to use footsies, do a nice low forward every now and again, you can still hold your own in a tournament like this where everyone's just sort of giving the game a try.
This is one of those really fun tournaments that you can only really experience at an event, which is everyone kind of just throws their hat in.
We've got some space, we've got some setups, let's see what we can put together.
Yeah, everyone just has a good time.
And thankfully, we've got this beautiful stream presented by 3-Way TV.
Yeah, I'm really appreciative of the position here, actually, to be fair. That's going to go for the combo reset. And actually, normally King J would have been able to go in there for a reset situation, but again, the Justice Fist, the recovery animation is, for some reason, really long.
I love the style, man. It's just so good.
But, you know, King J currently on match point in the single elimination tournament. Remember, guys, this is all or nothing here at Versus Fighting.
I mean, I would have loved to have gone full Japan, single limb, best of one.
Oh, the classic stuff.
People want to go home to their wife and kids. Got to get the train home.
Not too different from Versus Fighting, to be fair. People got to go home here too. There's that triple. It's going to activate.
The illusion again.
Now, normally when you know Illusion's going to proc, it actually kind of gives you a reset. They sacrifice a little bit of damage, obviously, to save themselves from the combo, but if you know it's going to activate, it forces them into like a guaranteed restand situation. That's King J, taking the game 2-0. Solid play from Jay, as we expected. Alan Snyder, very fundamental character, and it works well. I can't get over the fact that Alan Snyder screams USA when he wins. Even in the game, that is obnoxious. But they captured the heart of the American fighting game player quite nicely.
Definitely. Something if you're used to hearing, if you've watched any Evo, basically any years, it's going to be USA, USA.
I agree with it. I definitely agree with it. So we'll find out what the matchup is next. As a single limb tournament, this is going to be moving on pretty heavily, actually. I wonder when I'm actually going to get called, because I'm in this tournament. So I don't know how I'm going to play.
So am I. We're going to find some other commentators as well.
I haven't played Fighting EX Slayer in like 2 weeks, because I've been out of the country for a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I got like, what? I think I got 6 games. I got 6 games in practice in casuals. So I'm now.
Yeah, I saw you sort of come over, set up your setup, and someone was like, "You, me now."
Yeah.
I want those games.
I'm feeling all right. I played in casuals and got the majority of games in both of them, but that doesn't really mean much when.
No.
We'll see.
Single limb as well.
We'll see how it goes.
Life is on the line.
Right, guys, next game for you is going to be Lord Blackula versus Killer Whale.
Lord Blackula, Killer Whale, nice. Lord Blackula, Nottingham-based. Killer Whale, I believe, from Newcastle.
All right, well, we'll just see what the characters are. We'll see the characters that get picked.
Anime player versus Street Fighter 5 player, I believe. So we might see some different choices in terms of what they consider pressure or safe in this game.
Absolutely, 100%.
Us anime players very much like to push a lot of buttons, so hopefully we'll see some nice pressure here from Count Blackula.
Maybe. We're loading in now. I do not know what the weight is. What's going on?
You would have thought, 4 years in, people would be used to the PS4 UI by now.
Did you hear? Oh, that was a menu skin, yeah.
Yeah.
I realized I forgot you could download those.
Yes.
I'm actually a pretty big PS4 scrub. So let's have a look at the characters. Darren Meister and Skullomania. That'd be quite classic. Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
Now we're gonna see. Are we seeing aggro picked again? Oh, the stream setup. Doesn't the stream setup not have all the colors?
I doubt it.
We should have used my PS4. I've got all the colors.
Now let's see if anyone's checking what the control scheme they've got on. He might have to make sure he switches it. He's got progressive on, but there it is.
I wish I brought my glasses today. I can't see.
I can barely read that. I'm just going by shapes on the screen.
I can't see what they're picking. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Will.
So classic.
I think we're going to see a lot of classic.
Oh yeah. Everyone does. Everyone naturally gravitates towards classic controls because actually the thing is, if you're familiar with EX before, you will know how to play by using classic, which I'm sure is the idea.
And a lot of people here play Street Fighter at some point, right? So they're used to quarter circles, they're used to half circle backs, anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you are used to the game, we are now starting to see a lot of people that play the game a lot gravitate towards progressive because it eliminates a lot of the older, somewhat, the somewhat jank I think that exists. But here comes the Grab Master. Okay. Grab Master Darun is very dangerous. It gives the increased damage on grabs, increased range on grabs, speed, and the ability to destroy projectiles. Destroying projectiles isn't going to do anything versus Skullomania because he has nothing. But everything else, Darren Meister is going to be a big fan of. Here we go. Okay.
The mix-up going to be here. Wake up jab with the Abare. Just checking the space, goes for the overhead.
Yeah, that poke.
Nice walk under, but gets SPD'd for it.
I feel like in this matchup, I do kind of favor Darren Meister. I mean kind of Whale versus Blackula, because I think that when we see those hits from Skullomania, it's not going to be anywhere near as substantial as any of Darren's SPDs, especially when power and grab upgrade. Wow!
Oh,
there we go.
Grabbed out the super.
Tekken is taking place upstairs in the auditorium. I'm actually kind of upset. I really wanted to watch the whole thing, but unfortunately the tournament started late, so I've had to go and set up halfway through, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is.
Just tell me about what Killer Whales get here in his Goji. I mean, I would have thought we would have seen some super armor, maybe some of the things that raises grab, but I'm definitely seeing some grab text here.
Basically, like for the TLDR of Grabmaster is that grabs are across the board upgraded, and then Blackula having access to Ghost. That's really important because I think this is the Shinobi deck. It means that when you avoid damage for X amount of time, your forward runs and dashes become invisible. As the aggressor, you can knock down and go for a knockdown situation, but then be invisible for your pressure, like right there.
Ooh, okay, that's tricky.
Yeah, exactly. The streamed game is set to Tekken 7. Oh, okay. Well, I think the streamed game is currently Tekken 7. Has it been fixed? Okay. If you guys give it a refresh, it should be fine.
Yeah, sorry about that. It was the horrid nature of the stream at the start. Sacrifices were made, so apologies. all right now.
Oh, here we go, 720.
Now, that does a lot of damage.
I love that motion blur of the Unreal Engine.
But it's Grabmaster as well. It's Grabmaster Super doing more damage than it should do, almost being that kind of caught alive situation. I'm happy to see tournaments as well, even though this one's going to be a little bit more on the somewhat random side, because obviously everyone's here to play, but not many of us have played the game a huge amount. It's still good fun. Hyper Combo is done on Mondays, but we're at Versus Fighting. Hyper Combo Leicester, you know, that's the tournament in Leicester, but it's not necessarily the local, if you know what I mean. But we definitely do Hyper Combo on Mondays, but this is a tournament at Versus Fighting. Yeah, you're not going to get the punish on the Skullo Crush with this, a little bit too far away.
A little bit of skirmishing here from both players. Not really quite sure what to do.
Hey,
Lord Blackula looking pretty strong right now, showing that he has a little bit more fundamentals, maybe willing to...
Well, I assume Killer Whale might have some experience, unless it was kind of looking at the Gogi names. If you play Darren Meister, you probably are going to pick Grabmaster if you've never played the game, because you go, I'm a grappler, and this is called Grabmaster, I'll use that. Or, he's played the game a little bit, and knows that Grabmaster Darren is very dangerous.
Both having a little chat, trying to figure out what's what.
Versus Fighting is this weekend. Yeah, man, this has been going on all weekend, man. Versus Fighting has been a...
I've been here since Friday.
Yeah, same. We all got in on Friday.
Carried in 8 CRTs.
Yeah, Versus Fighting, it's been a great event for every game, to be fair. Every game has been majorly successful, I would say. Tekken currently going on as we speak, and it has been a killer of a tournament, really has been. Dragon Ball was 6, Sonic Fox taking his big win, and obviously we have Street Fighter after Tekken. And for a lot of these guys, actually, they're kind of lucky that Tekken's late, because now they can play Fighting EX Slayer and then watch Street Fighter.
And then watch Street Fighter 5, watch some of the greatest Street Fighter players ever lived, still rocking it in top 8.
This is a great tournament for the UK. I mean, for every game, we've had some world-class talent travel to UK soil, and it's been a first that so many games are here at once. Now, Hokuto, somewhat of a, almost like a Rekka-style character. Her parry's really good, because her parry does parry quite a lot of moves, and her sort of like retreats. It's like an invincible evade. You can use that as a wake-up, as a reversal.
Okay.
You have to respect it.
I like that little fadeaway. Ooh. Is that just a normal backdash, or is that part of a command?
I believe that should be her back grab.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on all the Gogi decks just yet, because to be honest, when you play online, you don't actually see all of them used.
Yeah, I can imagine.
A lot of people gravitate towards Double Face, a lot of people gravitate towards Shinobi. Anything that has super armor is going to be mega popular, because super armor is insane. But
especially when you're playing online, where maybe your reactions aren't going to be as clean.
Yeah, exactly. There's another grab. Increase that range, mate. Give us grab up. Oh yeah, of course, grab up only applies on regular grabs. No, we could have been. Yeah, we could have seen some damage, but it was the wrong jump, unfortunately. There's been lots of international winners. There kind of actually has been. Tekken 7 has 4 European players in its top 8, and it was a really, really good result for them. I can't say the same for Street Fighter because I haven't seen the bracket, actually. Oh, there's the reversal grab. That's death. That is 100% death right there. Bam!
Oh, the flames coming up in the background.
Always.
I miss the meteors, though.
Meteor attacks. I wish they were back, man. I wish they were back.
Would have loved to see meteors in this engine. Would have been so beautiful.
As a terrible EX2 Plus player, I wanted XL. I'd love meteor attacks. Give me the whole shebang, please. Damage. And now we have the grabs upgraded because of Gogi, and that's a third life, just like that.
Oh, next grab, good to take it. Gotta be careful.
Those instant jump punches, I'm going to assume it was a... Oh, yep, doesn't go through the parry.
Wow, okay. A little bit more movement here from the black bear.
This should be a whiff punish. Oh, he tried to whiff punish into the 360, but... Oh, wait. Definitely still Killer Whale's round to lose, I think.
Yeah, just walking him down.
Is that fair? Grabs, I mean, you take the Gogi for that. By taking a Gogi that gives you stronger grabs, you lose utility that other Gogis give you. You know, you don't have the teleport, you don't have the invisibility, don't have the meter gain, don't have the armor. You know, you take that trade. Oh, no, what? He has it at the time.
Oh, what?
The grab is going to win. Yeah,
wow.
The grab was going to win anyway, but it doesn't matter. But I actually think I have my match, so I'm going to be right back and see you guys in like 5 minutes.
So next up, hopefully, I'd like to see Ketchup on the stream, so hopefully we can get him on the stream. So just picking up his pad.
Would have thought so.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I feel like that he's going to be one of the players to watch here today.
Indeed. If you've seen any of the previous streams, I know the people at home have, but you personally, like if you watched our streams from Hyper Combo Leicester, you'll know that's quite accomplished.
Okay, I've not seen the Hyper Combo Leicester. I've seen him and obviously Mustard doing some sets between themselves, playing some games online as well. And they both show that they have a really good knowledge and understanding of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if I was explaining it earlier, but last time I was playing Shadow Geist, I think he mentioned he switched to Garuda since then.
He did mention Garuda a moment ago, yeah. So we're going to see that classic EX character.
Indeed. So this game that we have right here is going to be the man himself, Ketchup versus Volkmare.
Volkmare. Man enters everything. He's just a dude that loves fighting games, loves to represent, hailing out of Manchester. You know, just loves the game. I think maybe he always has a tough time in most of the games he plays, but he just likes playing them, and he's never unhappy to be in a game, and that's a great attitude to have, especially in a fun single elim tournament for a game he might not have played at all.
Absolutely, that's one of the you know, there's obvious drawbacks to running a single elim tournament, but the big upside is the potential for salt following upsets.
That's definitely true. Because you don't get another chance. That's it. You're one, done, go home.
That's it.
Call your wife, tell her to put the kettle on. Or a strange love partner, who knows? Maybe a hetero life friend.
We don't judge here. It's a PNDK&M
We are
stream.
No, definitely not.
We do not violate terms of service here.
So we're going to see your boy. We're going to see your boy catch up.
That's it. They've just been going through the motions of deleting the 69 DualShock controllers that were already synced up
on the console. Hey, you got to get rid of that lag, man. There is a chance that creates lag, so they both want to make sure that it's not going to happen. It's not going to impede their high-level gameplay.
Indeed. I just noticed that the players both switched sides there, so just to mess with me, running the names at the top.
So as Ketchup was mentioning earlier, he is going to be playing the progressive control system. So this means like one-button specials, no overlapped inputs for any of the specials, they're all individual directions. So, and he was saying that he feels that it is the best way to play this game, that it allows you to just do everything you want to do, but in a simple way. That means less thought, less execution error, more confidence in the fact your move is definitely going to come out.
Now, I don't know how genuine this is, but I've heard it said that the developers intended progressive
yes,
to be the way
that's what Ketchup mentioned earlier as well.
I've read it as well. I've not just heard Ketchup say it. I've definitely read it from probably Junior's
from Junior's blogs,
Twitter or something like that.
Shouts to Junior and the Anime Illuminati.
That's it, Junior himself.
Yeah. Here we go. That's a strong round there from Ketchup. Absolute pressure into it confirms.
All right. I thought they were checking buttons.
No, I think they've decided to just go straight in.
Safe. Anime players at heart, these men.
Yeah. So nice swoop there. The wake up reversal. Super down to the ground. Dash in pressure, keeping it safe. Gets a trade there. Wow, cross up there from Volkmare. Wake up super. PNDK&M gets caught. The full screen run throw. Ketchup not ready for that. Jumps into the parry. They're going to get the confirm here into super. What's the mix up? I think he's just going to stand full screen. Just wait it out. Bait anything that Volkmare might do like that, but wasn't ready. Gonna punish this reversal? Yeah, with a straight throw. Probably could have done more damage, but...
He didn't have meter to cancel into the super to get back down to
the and wow, this is anyone's game right now. PND with his own super, he's gonna get the chip with the super. There is chip kills in this game, I believe, so...
Old school.
Old school as hell. Here we go, strong game here from Ketchup. Voltmeyer is showing that he's not to be slept on though. Actually doing some pretty decent damage in that last round. Clean jump in there from Ketchup, gonna get the super cancel. Oh, the illusion kicks in, so he techs out. Ketchup keeping the pressure on. Are we gonna see a green bar right now? Gonna block this super, so no, we're not. We're gonna take that chip. He's gonna do some chippers himself. Voltmeyer gets over it. Doesn't go for a chain though, just a 2-hit combo. Super, and the sweep will take that first game.
That's it, nicely done by
Ketchup is on the board.
Switch up the cameras. Look at those expressions.
The emotion of Ketchup.
Straight back into it, the run back.
No button, no changing here, no changing control systems, Goji or anything. We're just gonna keep it the way it is. Ah, beautiful combo here from Ketchup. Love it. 32 hits. Right there. Bit of slowdown there in the Unreal Engine.
It's got
pressure here.
Meters up activated very quickly in this deck, you know, within the first few seconds, and they stack it the whole time. So he's a meter monster with this
so
deck.
as you just saw, he just did a 3-hit combo, and it built a whole bar and allowed him to cancel into super. That is
broken,
pretty crazy.
But it's not broken. It's
not
so sick.
crazy.
That's what makes the game so sick, man.
I mean, everyone hated it in Cross Tekken, but it seems to be that just Arika has been a little bit smarter about it, how they compile the preset decks.
I think they made it more fun. That's like that's the guiding rule for them. They're not trying to just give you like, oh, defense up 2%. Like that was a lot of the focus of Cross Tekken, and that's it's just not as fun as being able to turn invisible after a knockdown. For instance,
and like Ketchup said, what that does do is make like matchups not be necessarily character dependent, but having to recognize what each go does for each character. Very much close to something like the decisions you make in CBS2, picking between like, you know, A-ism, B-ism, P groups, the groove system. The groove system, it escaped my mind there, but there it is, the groove system. Pressure here, Ketchup and Narvus. There's the illusion, but he's going to get the pressure with the super anyway. Wake up throw, beat the counter.
Blocks the overhead though.
Yeah, blocks the overhead.
Tagged anyway.
Knifing them. Stealing each other out. Ketchup looking to just maybe just stay back. Not put himself out there too much. And
Nicely done by
Ketchup's going to take it.
When it comes down to it.
Graciously turns off his pad. Pad players, you're on notice.
That's it. Too bad he can't desync it, but that's not the
Shout outs to Sony.
Shout outs to, I forgot the guy's name, whatever. Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny, yes.
Coming for you, Mark.
Mark Cerny.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
There we go. That last game's looking pretty strong.
Well, you know,
Have I got a play? I've got a play actually.
Oh, nice. Excellent. You guys are stuck with me now for a little bit. Hang on, let me center myself. Wow. There we go. Hello. I'll just sit in the middle for now. I'm going to catch up on the chat. Yeah, so I know Voltmeyer wouldn't have played the game as much, to be fair. It's going to be one of those kind of mixed bags where some people play the game a bunch, you know, myself included, and some people haven't, and they're just here trying out for the first time. So we'll kind of, you know, we'll take it for what it is. I think there are some people here that really sort of know how to play the game. I was playing casuals with them a couple of recently, just now. Feeling good though, to be fair. I played casuals against 2 people that are definitely playing the game, and I was up in most of them against the 2, but that can only really mean so much, but we didn't really play many games, do you know what I mean? So I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm terrible in tournament. I'm historically horrifically bad in tournament, guys. You know this. You know this. I'd love to go to AGDQ, mate. I'd love to go to AGDQ. That's on my bucket list of events I want to attend. Yeah, so up next, we can see D-Dark and Blair. Now, I know for sure...
These 2 players are Larko, who just sat next to on commentary, and TDB, hailing from the Netherlands.
Nice.
TDB JCC. We've actually got a couple of TDB players here, so a bit of some Dutch support for the game is very good.
Yeah, that's really sick. I know Larko is... I know he played loads and loads of Marvel vs. Capcom back in the day. If memory serves me right, is that the Larko I'm thinking of?
It is indeed. And obviously the Street Fighter 4 player as well. He's that kind of generation.
The newer generation. I say new generation, it was the 360 generation, wasn't it?
09ers.
09ers, man. 09ers. But yeah, Double C, Dutch support is always going to be good. You kind of just see people. It kind of just is a testament to the variety of players we have at versus fighting in general. But D-Dark, definitely, I think D-Dark is one of the strongest characters. I really do think he plays the game in a unique way. Absolutely one of the most dry characters, very, very defensive. The bombs and the Dark Wire, both of them really, really strong. Dark Wire, incredibly strong if you know how to go for those reset situations or cashing out on big damage. One of the only characters that can get that meterless stun situation, guaranteeing a situation. Now the Dark Shackle. Damage incoming. Now we'll see what the setup's going to be. A lot of the time the setups, they kind of come from, a lot of the setups tend to just come from like, you know, a meaty jump in or just going for a cross up or something like that. Doesn't tend to be complicated. Prominence on block. X-Prominence on block normally seen as a way to keep D-Dark safe on some strings, but off a lot of buttons, the X-Prominence can actually be walked out of. You can walk in front and then make it whiff, punish it that way. Alright, Darko's going to get a punish. Just a little bit of damage, but falls for the wake-up grab. Grabs in this game, very dangerous. They are instant startup. And I actually think grabs are so fast, they in some way, I think they punish some normals as well. I've read about that. Hey Joyless, Evo Top 8 was the one exception of a tournament I'm not terrible at. You guys saw a rare occurrence. There's the Dark Shackle. Unsafe on block, but a little bit slow on the punish. Now, this is normally where you would see Blair confirm into those kind of up kicks, those full launches. And now, because Larko lost the round, he is going to have super armor throughout the rest of the entire round. That is that double face Gogi system. If you win, you get 6 chain. If you lose, you get Hades. Okay. The reversal dodge. Oh, I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. But the armor, obviously, knowing the armor is a thing, you have to actually approach the matchup a little bit differently. Grabs will beat the armor, sweeps will beat the armor. Anything that is seen as a launcher, anything that knocks the opponent down will also break the armor, but you have to be basically ready for that. Condiment commentary, well, just one of us, I'm afraid. You're stuck with me and me alone. But here's the launch. You can normally get a lot more damage than that, but obviously Larko not playing the game a lot won't know that, which is understandable. Oh my god, imagine planting a bomb and going completely invisible. Mayhem. Mayhem. Okay, here we go. Taking the meaty low medium, I like it. They're going for the super confirm, but wrong time to go for it, unfortunately. You can actually super on top of that, but it has to be at a slightly different time. There's the grab. Okay. Momentum shifts a little bit. The roar explosive. No fear. There's that Dark Wire. So we just go straight into the Dark Shackle. We don't go into damage here. Double C actually yet to pull in. So again, I'm kind of wondering what his experience will be with D-Dark. He has, like, I think, a base understanding of some of these buttons. But at the same time, we're not really seeing the optimization. You know, going in for the Dark Wire, pulling in, converting with the jump in, all that good stuff. Here we go. Yeah, it's Doctrine Dark. It is not Dolan Dark. Dolan Dark. Whipping the sweep. No mini medium punish though, so you can kind of link those mediums together if you want. Oh, that's an input error right there. Definitely no way he wanted to go for that up wire. Universal overhead. Yes, please. Okay, launch. We keep the pressure. Doesn't matter if we drop the combo, we've still got the pressure. Larko looking good. One more catch, and there's the overhead cancelled into the super. Can't special cancel overheads, but you can super cancel them instead. And there we go. 1-0 right now for Larko. How's the stream, guys? Everything sound and look good? Enjoying the gameplay? Obviously, this is Versus Fighting 2018. Versus Fighting has been one hell of a tournament. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I need to catch up on Tekken because I'm currently missing it. I'm missing it for your viewing pleasure, guys. I hope you understand the sacrifice I made. Dude Dark, I think Dude works as well. Dude Treen Dark. Daniel Dark. There's echo on the commentary mic. I think it might be, hang on, let me move this other mic over here. If I move it, there might not be echo anymore. I think it was picking up the second microphone. And it was, to be fair, it was sitting underneath me. I probably should have moved it. So I think it's gone, and there we go. Activating the attack up for Double C, but I wonder how much it's going to work out. On the back foot quite significantly in the second game.
Round 2, fight!
Oh, nice neutral jump. Neutral jumps really are not to be underestimated in fighting EX Layer. If you know someone's going to go in with a poke, they're going to go in with an instant run. Neutral jump has a wonderful job of basically shutting that all down. Dark Shackle punishes, but because it's airborne, we don't see the grounded ender, which really does the bulk of the damage. Whipping the Dark Wire. Nice jump out, try and stay a little bit safer. Dark Wire, unsafe on block, but not necessarily from that range. I don't know, Scorn. I think Double Face is... It depends on how much experience you have with the game. Because I would definitely say Double Face is good, but competitively, if Double Face is inconsistent, surely if you're picking a Gogi deck in tournament, you would definitely want one that has a guaranteed outcome every time, so you can plan your strat around what you know you have. Rather than going, oh, that's okay, because if I lose the round, I've got this, and if I win, I want that, you know. If you're having 6-chain with a character, you want to make sure you can guarantee 6-chain. You can go with Berserker or something like that. And on the contrary, if you want Hades, and if you want the armor, I think it's more likely you would probably gravitate towards one of the Gogi decks that gives you Hades by default for the rest of the game, rather than just when you lose a round. Personally, I do think, as annoying as the armor is, I do think Garuda has some unique answers. He has got some really great kind of like armor-breaking properties. And a lot of damage too, remember? You kind of take the 30% increase on damage as well, I believe. Either that or it's completely unscaled. I can't remember which one. Now, Blair has actually got gaps in between those. Only if you block, though. Don't be ready for the gap. I tend to go for a grab for safety, but by all means, you can go for something more substantial, I'm sure, if it's fast enough. And that's Dark Shackle taking that round. Double C back into it. Nice stuff.
Round 4, fight!
Larko sitting on plenty of meter. The only Gogi left to activate right now is Guard Counter, which doesn't really surprise me, because obviously D-Dark, whilst D-Dark does lots of damage, a lot of D-Dark's combos don't hit multiple times. If you're against someone like a Shadow Geist or a Garuda, someone that hits loads of times, you know you're going to be building up that Guard Counter a lot more reliably. Dash into Explosive. There comes the pressure. And there's that armor putting in work. Armoring through the Dark Shackle. The thing is, Larko, whilst armoring through, took tons of damage. Now, are we going to see a super? Here we go. Minimal damage, unfortunately. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's going to be 2-2 right now. Larko's still on the match point, though. We can't forget that. And now it's going to activate the armor. The thing is, Larko hasn't really been using the 6-chain, so I would definitely say that this Gogi deck benefits Larko when he's lost a round, because now he gets the benefit. Yeah, I definitely believe that you blow it up with Shirase's arrow. Every character has got their own unique answer for it. That is the thing, but you know, just because armor beats versus one character doesn't necessarily mean it will beat everyone. That's the thing. All right, catch again. Super. Damage, damage, damage. A little bit of a cash out. Nice. Trying to go for almost like elements of a shimmy. Grabs being as powerful as they are, those neutral jumps on Wake Up, they make you feel like a right idiot when you fall for it, but sometimes you have no choice. That's going to be Larko taking it 3-2 in the final game, and Larko moving on. Unfortunately, Double C out of the tournament. But, you know, thanks for playing in classic arcade fashion. Thank you for playing. See you in our next game and all that good stuff. And Larko, I believe, might be jumping back on the desk with me. I'm going to shimmy. Hang on, I've got to move. I've got to move back down. Hang on. There we go. We're back. Hi. Hi, guys. What's up? Pretty good, man.
Yeah, just fundamentals, isn't it? It's just high-low mix-up on Wake Up. And
armor's very strong.
Yeah, armor is dumb. Armor is dumb, but...
Now, the thing is about the armor is there are some characters that can actually uniquely blow it up, because there are some characters that can basically... it depends on... There's a certain mechanic in the game where if you get hit really, really fast, your ability to block while armored can sometimes shut down. That's not always the case. Yeah. I know Garuda's spin, which hits loads of times, does actually, you can block in the middle of it. You know, Mustard and I test it out. But some characters can hit so fast.
What was the score of that? Was that 2-0?
2-0. 2-0 is like, yeah, 2-0.
Right,
Okay.
so the next match is King J versus Equinox.
Equinox is actually...
I think you need to go play, actually.
Oh, am I playing? Okay, yeah. Just a quick FYI, Equinox has been playing the game quite a bit, has a really, really solid Garuda, played him in casuals. I expect them to probably win this one, but that said, King J, super fundamental. We'll see what happens.
Cool. Sorry, pardon me with the water tech, just a little bit of parch. You know, I mean, that is my probably first real match of that game. As you can see, abusing low forward and armor and just basic fundamentals got me through that. Obviously, that's not what high level of this game will look like, but that's what you're going to see from me at the moment. Right now, we're going to see King J versus Equinox. Hopefully, we're going to see a good match here. King J, we saw straight away first game, and maybe he just had to play a little bit simply because of the opponent he had to play against. That is Ketchup's pad ruining the setup. No. This is why. Okay, they go back to characters like these guys are serious. They don't even want one interruption at all. Gouda.
Alan Snyder.
Alan Snyder. Here we go.
Fabulous voiceover in this game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's just screams quality. That's what I like to see.
Right, they're just confirming that the pad issue is no longer going to reoccur, and they'll be back with the game presently.
I mean, the reality is King J or Equinox could just desync it from the console, but clearly they are too above that. Cheers, man. So here we go. Just getting a quick photo up there, guys. Sorry about that.
That's it, yeah, with Celebrity Locker, Esports Locker.
Just never played this game before, but the guy seemed to like the way I played. So
that's it, man. You got some good stuff in there. You cutting onto the skanks really quickly.
Yeah,
you
man.
got that, that overhead that looks like a low.
Yep. He said, "Oh, is that not low?" And I was like, "It's universe overhead." And he was like, "That's dumb."
That looks like
and
that's the most standing low I've ever seen.
Yeah, hit confirming it into super. I'm an anime player, man. I'm used to those standing lows. So here we go, straight in. Equinox with a strong start with the jump in, keeping the pressure on. King J holding down. So, oh, I love it. The axe kicks, putting some Michael Flatley games on him. Oh, look at these combos here from Equinox. This is what I want to see. This is the kind of gameplay I wanted to see. Love it. Oh, goes to the mix-up, but King J just walking out of it. Gonna get a combo of his own here. Go Justice Fist. Now that animation that Ketchup was speaking about earlier that keeps him not down there for a while. Doesn't get any Oki off of it. But Equinox is gonna take it with the reversal spinneroonie, I guess, fidget spinner. Nice anti-air on the trade there. Here's the pressure. Beautiful tech hit. Goes to the super jump, but just misses the overhead. Throw the cross up. Fireball pressure here, looking like some pretty basic stuff. Gets the throw to punish the jump in, gonna get the landing frames. And there's the standing low into super. Nice chunk of damage here for Equinox. Gets the air-to-air into the throw. Reset on the landing frames again. Nice punish on the dive. Justice Fist again, cancelled into upkick super. Another Justice Fist. I like that combo, it's stylish. Gonna get the Psycho Crusher into double super just to make sure he got the uppercut at the end. Strong showing here from Equinox, showing how the game is meant to be played. King J looking like he's not really got an answer for it. Yeah, slow overhead, very reactable there from Equinox. It traded, but there's the super jump into the cross up. The illusion kicks in. Wasn't ready for the mix-up afterwards, though. Nice bit of movement here from Equinox. Knows all the pressure strings.
So can you just explain real quick, how does illusion proc? Like, what's the
Ketchup was saying earlier that it is the game decides it. You don't get to pick.
Let's see, because I just see the thing at the bottom and it's always grayed out and then it just happens.
Yes. So he was just saying that the game decides when it procs.
Okay. Fine.
Whether or not that's by hits or damage, I'm not sure, but it maybe looked like it was after a certain amount of hits. And just super straight in his face to disrespect the Abari on the wake up. 50 damage. It might be that it's 50 damage, or he may be answering another question.
50 damage is not very much.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's like one okay combo.
I don't think it's 50 damage. But.
As far as the training meta, anyway, there's different scales.
No, sorry, that was the 6-chain chip damage is 50 damage.
I see, yeah, that makes more sense.
I was reading
the damage of
chat.
a good combo,
yeah.
6 chains, nice. What a skank.
Pressure here once again from Equinox. Actually, King J with the lead right now. Maybe waking up a little bit. Nice combo with the juggle. Gets a clean jump in. Equinox just didn't want to block. Blocking with his face. Another jump into low. And dash up. I would shoot maybe heavy kick. I don't know.
I think so, yeah. King J gets on the board then.
Oh, neutral jump and round start. Equinox just dashing straight into it. Gets a throw to stop the dashing pressure. Just jump out the corner into a cross up. Equinox not ready for it. Neither uppercut ender. Dash pressure, gets the throw. Take it. Whiffs the cross up there. King J managed to just get out. Gets a jump of his own into the super cancels. Another Justice Fist. Boom, pose on him. And he baits the reversal. Doesn't get any more damage though. Didn't have the meter to really capitalize on that. That could have been King J's round. Equinox looking on the ropes right now. Oh, gets the dash in, gets a beautiful combo. What's the mix up here? Instant overhead into the throw reset. Got 2 bars to work with, and he baited the reversal super from King J. He's shaking, nodding his head, knowing that was right.
Round 3, fight.
Here we go, gets the dash in. A neutral jump again from King J. And yeah, gonna use the super to make it safe on the way down. Oh, he's still got a punish though, okay. Maybe not safe.
And that's interesting,
Nice,
because if you get a light kick, you can chain into whatever.
Yeah, so he just wasn't, he's not an anime player, he wasn't blinking the button to make sure that he got the next in the chain. A nice dash under there, just to confuse him a little bit more. Push him to the court side as quick as he wants. And there's the proc illusion. Can he get the wake up super? Nice fireball, here we go. Once again, safe pressure here from Equinox. Nice anti-air in with the dash. Nice anti-air with the stand light kick. Fireball pressure here from King J. Thank you, Hydration Bot. I do need to drink some water momentarily after this match. King J backing himself into the corner, but he's taken that 3rd game. Equinox was looking so strong at the start. Maybe he spent all of his energy straight away, and King J's seeing it.
Oh, the massive super.
Just joined on commentary by Will Ho, flying visit right now.
Somehow, yeah, the whole train. Somehow
I know nothing about the game, Will. I played for the first time today, so.
I had 10 minutes of this game. I'm somehow in top 4. I have no
go.
idea what the hell is going on.
King J was, lost the first match, and now he's looking like he's got a strong lead.
What in the world?
Super jump into the cross up. Proc illusion going to save him, but he Justice Fist on the wake up, and he got caught. Yeah, he knows.
Final round. Fight.
Maybe wanted a DP and got crossed up. I'm not sure. Maybe got the wrong input. There's the super jump. Gonna punish the Psycho Crusher. Yeah, waiting for the super as well. Are you gonna get the back turn damage? Misses the super juggle though. Double super. Just looking even on life right now. Neutral jump again from King J. He's got a lot of mileage out of that. Nice jump in. There's the super cancel, double super cancel, but proc illusion again.
The illusion actually just dropped the combo intentionally.
The game decides that it's going to do it by the sounds of it. Everyone, as far as I can tell, you don't get to choose when it happens.
Right. Yeah.
We get the throw. Equinox taking game 2. King J woke up in that game though. He looking like he was going to take that second match, but Equinox just recalibrated himself and made sure that he took the win.
Yeah.
2-0. It was 2-0. Yeah. These guys getting the score wrong because that game lasted a little bit longer than some of the others that have happened in this tournament so far.
They've been very quick matches, honestly.
Yeah.
They've been straight 2-0s in every set.
Looking like Ketchup's going to go up to play again. Not on the stream setup though. Oh no, it looks like he's coming around to the stream setup, so you might be seeing Ketchup playing again.
Okay.
Going to see another Garuda. We just saw Equinox's Garuda.
What characters have we seen so far then in this tournament?
We're seeing Alan Snyder, Hokuto, Duran, Blair, who I played.
I played Blair.
We've seen Garuda, seen D-Dark,
Oh, I want to see more D-Dark in this game.
Yeah, D-Dark looks cool.
I remember
we saw Skullomania as well.
Skullo, yes. I've seen Shadowgeist as well. But I wanted to see more skankiness of D-Dark. I couldn't try to play him out properly.
Doing the resets off the bomb and things like that. Looks interesting. I might have to pick it up myself.
He's got good stuff out of it.
Ketchup
right, the next game is going to be PND Ketchup versus the winner of Singho versus Black Sunday, who are playing just over there.
Okay.
So we've reached the point in this single elimination bracket after just under an hour where we're basically
waiting for matches.
We're not waiting for matches, but we're going to stream them all from now.
Okay, cool.
That's,
nice.
Awesome. That's the upside of single elim is you know
it's
stuff
quick,
goes
it's
quick.
easy. Why don't the Japanese do all the time? Why don't we adopt it more?
We're basically into top 8 now. Given that you only have to play one side of it, it's not going to take that long.
And
so we'll be out of here in an hour.
Basically, anyone that is here to hear Ketchup talk, they're probably not going to hear that now for the next few games, as I assume he's going to win every match.
Then he's going to be off at some point.
Okay, that's true.
So, yeah.
It looks like we're going to see even more of his gameplay, though, at least.
Please stick around, viewers.
Yes.
That's
you don't have to deal with my face the whole time.
Right, well, we got Ketchup playing training mode at the moment, so I'm just going to switch it over to that.
Yeah.
Rather than having you look at Loco's beautiful face.
Thank you.
What's been the most broken Googie so far?
I think the super armor is very, very good.
The Hades thing, yeah. I tried that. I didn't realize you can't actually hit them out of it at all.
I've been using the double face, which is, depending on whether or not you win or lose a round, it changes what property of the super armor I think you get. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, we're very new to this game.
Yeah, we are.
And it looks like Jassy lost.
Say what?
Jassy lost. The dream is dead.
Oh, he's not happy about it.
The game is
not happy.
Ketchup saying he wanted to play Jassy. I did. 2-0 to me.
Garuda. Blair Dane.
Okay, so we've got another Blair, I heard, and Garuda.
Yeah. Once again, Ketchup going with the progressive input.
So this has been also bad to Leicester guys. How much time have the Leicester guys played with this game? Is the question.
I mean, Ketchup earlier was saying that he played it a little bit, just like as it came out, and then he's been traveling for tournaments for recently, so he's not had a chance to put too much time into this game.
Okay.
But obviously, you know, Ketchup mustered both very, very smart players in anything that they pick up.
That's
so
true.
They've got the tech, they've got the knowledge already.
A lot of mechanics, like if you played almost any EX game, it's got the similar basic B&Bs.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's just very similar, just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I almost want to say it's almost like Cross Tekken, but in a good way. As in they use a
yeah,
lot of
I mentioned earlier today that it is very similar to Cross Tekken, but Arika have been very, very smart and spent a lot of time configuring the Goji decks and figuring out like how much positive, how much negative. You know, they put in a lot of time to think about it. Whereas Street Fighter Cross Tekken just felt like they just put a bunch of stuff on a board and then picked which one sounded nice.
The problem is they gave it too much variety as well.
Yes.
It's like 100 gems or something.
And not even a nice way to input it into the game either.
Yeah.
Even when they added the dial system, it just wasn't useful.
So Black Sun is also going with Shinobi Blair.
Strong round there from Ketchup. Black Sunday looking maybe like this is going to be an uphill battle for him. But he gets the DP at round start. Nice slide. Doesn't get the slide grab though. Nice low forward there. 11 hit combo into the super. Take it. Now Ketchup already got all 3 meter ups. So any combo he does is going to be a meter.
Why does that sword have to come out with crotch? Honestly.
Comes out his hips. What are you talking about, Will?
Right
comes out of his hips.
Are you sure?
Yes. Comes out of his armor.
3, fight.
Nice. Can you get the grab range up? There's the sliding arrow.
See, I'm trying to work out what sliding. Sliding was good for knockdown from a far range, but I think I still prefer the shoot kick.
Yes.
Get the combo after the damage.
That is definitely what I've been spamming, especially when I have super armor or guard cancel.
Yes. So,
Black Sunday working on a lot of meat right now, but does the wake up super from far too far away. And Ketchup going to take that pretty convincingly. Looking unfazed right here. He's just like, I'm going to go home, have me some dinner.
Good lightning
Play
knee.
some more combat. We get all 3 meter ups already in one combo.
All the meters.
So much pressure here from Ketchup. Just jumping in his face. Disrespect.
Super confirmed.
Punish?
Punish?
Oh, didn't get much from that.
Oh, right in there.
A few people just looking nervous, not even able to do things such as basic jump. But you know, we're having a laugh.
It feels a bit clunky. Sometimes you are trying to get forward jump, but you get neutral jump. I don't know if that's part of the game or...
That's not a problem I've had, I'm afraid, so I can't really relate, but here we go. There's the pressure to catch up. Straight into the super again.
I think it's the auto combo? Must be. No, it's not, it's not.
Did he get the throw?
Oh, stabbed in there, didn't throw.
And there's the standing low.
That's the overhead, is it?
Standing high, sorry, yes. The low looking high.
No, that should be it.
And there's the low forward to punish the shoot kick. Super.
Okay, we're going to settle this argument. Is it Fexel or Flex?
It is Fexel, but people like saying Flex, you know?
I like Fexel. Flex just sounds like I'm flexing.
Yeah, but it's a man's game. Everyone just loves it because it's Darren.
Oh, the
and
overhead.
there's overhead into super. Here we go, we're going to get the dash. There's a stand fierce. Just bullying him with that low forward, and Ketchup's going to take it pretty convincingly there. In a fast fashion, Black Sunday going home.
All right, we've got the second part of our top 8.
I think I might be up soon.
Yes, you're up right now. Your next game is versus Naught, and that's the next game we're going to have screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Marco versus Naught.
All right, this should be a fun one then. Now, you see, I tried to introduce a lot of these SFO guys to Fexel, and the problem is people just can't afford it. They're being too expensive, and I'm actually thinking, having the game for a little while, I like the mechanics. It's just a lot to invest for this game.
I kind of agree. There's a lot of stuff to work through before you get to the point of competency with this.
That's true.
There being so many different Gogi decks to pick from. All that kind of
Hey
stuff.
guys.
There's a lot to assess.
What up?
Good, good. How are you finding the game?
It's fun. It's actually really enjoyable. The biggest problem, obviously, is just like lack of people to play with online.
I agree. I think the game has the game has good mechanics. It just needs to play base, and I think because there's so little single player content, it solely relies on its online and offline content to play.
Yeah, it's like the classic thing. But I think they kind of had a difficult situation where their target audience is people like us that grew up playing EX and enjoy EX. But it was a very niche market, right?
It's in for the love of the game.
Yeah, it's a niche market, and that's why we all play. You know, I would assume there's going to be there's never really going to be money in the game, right? You'll play it because you enjoy it and you like the game. So that said, I can't remember the name of the chap that we're just about to see for the first time on stream, but it's the Shadow Geist player.
Oh, yeah.
Super tidy.
It'll be Naught.
Naught is actually super tidy. I played him in casuals earlier.
Okay.
Just a nice Shadow Geist. Good understanding of the character. I believe the deck he uses is Sky Dancer, which is basically the Gogi deck that gives you the air jump, the leap, that kind of like fast. It closes in a lot of space for Shadow Geist, who has good tools anyway. He's got good movement, he's got good frames. But that said, I feel like I definitely favour Naught a lot more here, because obviously if you've never played EX Layer and you go up against someone that has a really clean Shadow Geist, I think the Shadow Geist is always going to have the advantage there.
Oh, that's true. I think Joe has a lot of experience with playing like niche games. So I think he'll pick it up very quickly if once he's had a good time with it.
Shadow Geist does not give you much time to learn. That's the thing.
I think there was a lot of BS I've seen. He looked like go for Skull.
Ah, so he was using Shadow Geist in casuals, but he's using Skullomania in tournament.
Interesting.
I actually didn't know he played multiple characters. So Fantasia, again, you don't really see a lot of these kind of like other decks come through. Whenever you play online, it's always double face. It's always going to be, you see tons and tons of double face. You see lots of the Grabmaster, depending on if it's a Daron, it's 100% Grabmaster.
Yeah.
Also, what was the other one? Shinobi's very popular. People
quite
love
like
the
Shinobi.
invisibility.
It's an interesting mechanic. I don't know how to implement it properly. I think the best way is to go for knockdown, straight into a dash, and just have a free mix-up.
Now, we have the instant showing that we're not afraid to go in for those Scullo heads. The Scullo head in this game does open up quite an interesting mix-up. If you have a deck that's entirely built around gaining meter, I feel like Scullo has a lot of block situations where in previous games, every ounce of your fundamentals tell you to punish him, but if he's got super in this game, he kills you, and that's definitely going to be a kill off that Scullo slider. But he's one of the only characters with a real, true, invincible DP.
Yes.
Scullo's DP is really, really solid.
Is that actually safe on Skull Crusher as well?
I believe it can be punished by itself, but he can either counter poke with a Scullo head, or he can go in for a super if he's got the bar.
Right. Oh, catch him in the air. Good.
Yeah.
Gets out the grab.
And obviously the armor is now triggered, as we're on double face.
That's going to be punished.
Uh-huh.
Oh, reckless.
It massively limits your move list. The second the armor becomes active, it really is a matter of either grab or sweep. Right. Certain moves can cause it as well. That's going to be the overhead. We're actually quite brave to go in for the overhead by itself without having the super.
No. Lose it again.
Yep, and that's why we saw the Scullo head used there, because the Scullo head actually knocks her out of the armor.
Yeah.
Good matchup knowledge there from Nort. Sheer trade. Oh, wow. Wake up, Scullo head. Oh, good tech. Still alive, barely. That's like Magic Pixel situation.
You can chip deafen this, can't you?
Yep, Scullo ball. Oh, God.
Oh.
No, don't block. Don't block. No, no! The second we saw the Scullo ball, we knew what was happening.
I thought it was going to go into the full screen. I thought it was going to go full screen there. Oh, catches it. Get anything off it.
You're going to see a lot of grabs here. The second double face is activated, and it is the Hades. The second you have Hades, you really kind of need to limit your moveset to the ones that crush you, and grabs are the #1 thing.
Yeah.
And there's the Scullo head.
Oh.
Minimal punish, but catching him airborne actually isn't the end of the world. It doesn't give an opportunity to counter poke with super.
Yeah.
Oh!
Catches it.
Watch your feet, mate. Snap. And there's the wake up Scullo energy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here comes the setup.
Yep.
Where's it? Oh, missed it.
Scullo ball was always one of the moves that actually was never really that good. It kind of made Scullo, in my opinion, it didn't really make Scullo that good in the previous games because loads of other characters had amazing Oki, amazing hard knockdowns, amazing pressure off their projectiles, and then you take Skullomania, who had to use his Scullo ball to get the exact same situation, like Area or V Rosso could just get for free using their regular specials. Whereas now, Gogi deck, he gets pressure situations and a better neutral without needing to have just, Oki, which is what the entirety of EX2 Plus was mainly built around.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, nice confirm. Really nice confirm.
Oh, that's quite a bit of damage actually for that.
Yeah, Nort's been playing this game quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, I think it's trying to show.
Good pressure.
Tech.
Delayed tech.
Oh, that dash, crouch medium kick, so hard to read as
It's
well.
because instant run, Skullomania has one of the faster run speeds in the game, so Skullomania going for an instant run is particularly dangerous. Which again is one of those things where movement was kind of like universal in EX2 Plus and
Yes.
the older EX games. Whereas if you're Scullo and now you have a faster run, you kind of have that extra piece of utility you didn't have previously. Just wake up Scullo head. Oh, overhead. I'm assuming that was supposed to be a Scullo dream. That would have killed.
Yeah, there's a grab.
Yep. Match point for Nort. Very dominantly. I kind of, from what I played against Nort in the casuals, I kind of expect to see him in grand finals. He's nice and tidy,
Yeah,
and that's the kind of player you want in these tournaments.
He's taking.
There's the Scullo Dream. Damage. It does a lot of damage. Basically half-life. Basically half-life.
Brilliant. Nah, it's going to be punished. Only a sweep though.
Shadow Geist, another one of those characters that gets big damage off the overhead because he's got the Scullo Dream as well, just a little bit different.
Oh, and help head confirms.
We're just going in for the mix-ups. Low or overhead. Watch out, mate. Uh-oh. No big punish. Could have killed, actually. Oh, my God. Using the armor to absorb. But now, yeah, we don't have the health to absorb now, so the sweep's going to take it. And it's going to be Nort moving on. Good stuff.
Yep, good stuff to Scullo there. It's always good to see. It's good to see these characters back. I mean, it's such a long time.
It really is why we will love Vine EX Slayer, right? It's
Yes.
like the classic matchup.
It's just some of these.
Oh, sick. All right, we're going to go for a switch. We have to play each other.
Oh, lovely. I'm about to get bodied, so this should be fun.
So that's a full commentator Z change right now. Tagging in, we have Singho and Lock O.
Here we go.
By some kind of cruel fate, the two brother-in-arms, the commentators have to be thrown off.
Round one, fight!
We're being shut down by the health and safety police. It's time to get off. Everyone go home.
We're being kicked out. This is not what's happening.
No, it's fine.
It looks like we're going to have to maybe...
We might lose a bit of lighting, but we won't have to shut the tournament off that way.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Canada.
How many matches are left?
Blair Dane.
None of this sounds fun.
They're saying that they've got to get it through.
And
We don't do that now. We don't have to stop. We need to give them access.
yeah.
I don't know why we've got the door.
お手並み拝見しますわ。
Real quick, we just need to retool the stream setup to accommodate for the venue closing. So just going to hold on for 1 or 2 minutes while we do that, and we'll be back very shortly. And I'm not turning the camera off so you can watch all this.
Cool. I will step down.
Right, short change of plans here. We need to get access to this area right here behind us on the stream. And because there's like storage in there, and they're literally putting tables away for the stream right now. So we're going to shut off the commentators' cameras. We're still going to have commentary. We're just going to have it over gameplay because I don't have time to reset up all these lights and cameras and stuff. So again, 2 or 3 minutes and we'll be back with some more Flying Lair.
Flare Dane. Garuda. Round 1. Fight.
大取り大取り大取り大取りフェアリースピアシュートキック
Time up. Round 2. Fight.
Okay, we are back with the most get-up setup we've seen in quite some time. But it doesn't matter because we still have the game.
Flare Dane.
Thanks for your viewing pleasure here live from Versus Fight 2018. Health and safety try to shut us down, but we go, none of that. We're going to give them mans a suplex and a clothesline. Get out. We've got some games to get on with. Now we've got SFOs.
Fight.
SFOs Willow versus PND Ketchup. Ketchup should quite easily win this because this is all he's been playing for the past 2 days. He really wants to win his own tournament again. Willow's going to get ready with the upset. Can we change the names on the stream?
Yeah, sorry, a few things to take care of.
Okay, so PND has gone with, I don't know what deck that is. The Infinity deck. Yes, the Infinity deck, and Willow's gone with the Ninja deck.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. This is just a combo video at the moment. Willow going pinned in the corner. He's going for the tick throw. Ooh, dirty trap. Okay, so Willie cancelling for super. No. Oh, overhead into super. That's some chunky life coming off Willow's health bar there.
Round 3. Fight.
Ketchup, want to make quick work of this. We are fending off the health and safety advisors here at the event. Go for the low strings. Scatter the overhead into instant. Yeah, super. Ketchup has got the guard cancel ability, but he didn't need it. That's actually leveled up every time someone has to block an attack. 30 attacks, I believe. But there's no need, he's just running a train straight through Willow.
Round 1. Fight.
We are not under any time constraints at all. Where's he going to get the super from? The Willow with some offense. Can he take a round? Absolute disgusting. Just gone pure rago. Super after super. no threat. Hit the man with the knives from his chest.
Right, just want to confirm that Ketchup did win that first game.
Oh my days, what on earth was that? The action is just so great, I'm lost for words. Just got tripped there by Will, went with the slide. Another jumping suplex, overhead super. Light work.
KO. Round 3, fight!
This deck is absolutely throwing meter at Ketchup. He's able to just do a super after any normal cancel or special. There you go, he's got a life against and into super. Will absolutely spin down in the corner. Willow trying to be cute, he's trying to make a last second offense. And it's over. Right, can the next man come on as well, please? Let's try and get through this as quick as possible. And now, next up, we have got, oh no, who have we got? Equinox and Nort. Patiently waiting in the wings. My money's on Nort. How we have fallen from grace, from the amazing 1080p HD camera stream setup. We are now in the broom cupboard. I can't even see the screen. We got cups, wires, all sorts of kinds of nonsense. Who's bought their coffee here? We got soldering irons.
I'm back.
Thank you for saving this stream.
This
mate.
is the most gorilla tournament I've seen in the.
The show must go on, as they say.
Oh, was it lighting? Oh, he's fake lighting, but you're taking a picture. Hell yeah.
You might as well take a picture as well.
Of the setup.
Get a picture for social media.
I'm gonna get a selfie with this.
The conditions that we've been through
This is
to bring this tournament.
extreme conditions. Wait a minute. You guys don't understand. I'm gonna put it on Twitter right now. One more.
Round 1,
There
fight!
it is. Extreme conditions here at Versus Fighting 2018. Hey Skeezer, how's it going, man? I've been playing this game a lot. It's the fighting game I think I've been playing the most recently, just because it's like for everyone else, right? It's nostalgic, it's good fun. I haven't played it recently, mind, not in about a week. I've been just hella busy. I was more of a let's run the tournament and play for fun.
Yeah, the amount of love that we've got for this game, the nostalgia that it brought to us, even the health and safety standards officers couldn't shut us down. We've been moved into the broom cupboard. We don't care. We are bringing you this tournament live from Versus Fighting 2018.
Silence.
Cannot be stopped.
The Fighting EX Layer community coming out in droves for this prestigious event.
Exactly.
Now, Nort versus Equinox actually could be really good because Equinox, I know, has a really, really good Garuda. We were running some casual mirrors, and Nort, this is the first time I've seen him in tournament, obviously using Scullo. He talked earlier on, but in casuals he was using Shadow Geist. My man likes his superheroes.
The only reason I'm backing Nort, he just did a combo in the trial mode that I can't do, and I thought this guy is a G. He's gonna win the whole thing.
Now Nort actually is going. The names are swapped, by the way. Nort is playing a really sort of good game with Scullo in that he's playing that sort of like Scullo counter poke game, which is really scary because anything on block used to be death for Scullo, but now in this, because of the Gogi, because of the meter gain, because of everything else, the fact that you can basically cancel anything into an invincible reversal makes Scullo really random, but a good random. It makes him very scary.
So what deck is he rocking at the moment?
Right now, it was Fantasia.
Okay, so what's the benefits of the Fantasia one?
I haven't really seen too much of it, I will be completely honest. So it's not one I know too much. Oh no, yes, it benefits you for using reversals.
Sure.
I believe this deck is entirely built around rewarding you for your reversals. They do more damage, you get meter rewarded as well. And if you're going to play Scullo and you're going to counter poke with Scullo head, that's why Nort's gone for it. And it's a great idea.
Okay, so obviously Equinox has gone for the Garuda pick. One of your mains.
My
So
favorite.
what deck has he decided to go with?
He has gone in with Sky Dancer. So
Sky
he
Dancer,
wants,
okay.
He wants to have that kind of full screen, the ability to kind of just leap in there. If he gets those full screen knockdowns, you can get those kind of like really meaty cross-up situations. When is
Okay.
Street Fighter 5 top 8? I don't know. Soon. After Tekken it was, and Tekken finished, so I would assume it's right now. Or just about to start. Oh, wonderful tech. And yeah, we know we have the time lead now, so it's not even a matter of giving Equinox the ability to gain meat ticks. He's already got full, so here we go.
Round 3.
All right.
Fight.
Not looking good.
Yeah, Equinox and Nort have just been tearing through matches. I
like-
was putting people on the setups, and then they were already off within 5 minutes.
Now that is one thing about Scullo supers, they recover really quickly, so even if someone is rocking the illusion, you can actually still escape them quite easily with Scullo. You're not really going to be too vulnerable. And there's that overhead into Scullo's Dream, massive damage.
It's only likely to activate once per round, though, isn't it?
Yes.
The illusion.
You only get illusion once per round. I thought Injustice was today. It was. Dizzy TT won. I believe he beat. Who did he beat in the grand finals? It was Zorro, X-Zorro. Top 3 was Under Jim, X-Zorro, and Dizzy TT. So it was kind of what we expected. I expected AWP to get a little bit further, AWP, because obviously Firestorm's hella good, but you know, that tournament inexperience versus X-Zorro and Under Jim going pretty far back in the NRS UK scene doesn't surprise us. But yeah, so we've gone for a Gogi change actually. It's now going to be Babel for Equinox.
So
Everyone always says Babel. If you want to use it, just go Babel.
Okay, so with the desperation, what's the actual criteria for that?
I believe, if memory serves right, desperation is when you're almost KO'd, you get the damage increase. And with Garuda, that's very, very dangerous because he does massive damage anyway.
Okay, so it's just going to activate the lower his health gets then.
I believe so. I don't use the deck myself, so I'm not sure, but I think that is the case. Very strong. Don't you mean more stronger? Right, that's that reversal.
Oh,
Tries to
missed
punish
the
with
command.
grab. That's unfortunate. Should have punished something a lot more substantial there. Scullo Energy is death on block. And now Equinox in a bad spot. Ah, there it is. There it is.
Running low.
Yes, it is, indeed. Oh, are we setting up a budget commentator camera with a webcam? I see you, I see you, I see you. You guys will see that delight a little bit later on.
You don't understand the efforts that we're going through. This camera is now being balanced on a Coke can.
It is being balanced on a teapot, one of those thermos. Oh,
We cannot be stopped. Flex tournament versus Fight 2018. Nort absolutely putting in some work against Equinox.
And now, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit of extra damage. It's pretty good. The thing about Garuda going into multiple supers is it doesn't add a huge amount of damage in a lot of the situations.
so it scales quite severely.
Yeah, it does. Garuda and scaling is pretty extreme.
Oh, it's just got a belly flop right out of the air. Jumped himself into the corner.
Wonderful tech and a good poke as well. That should be a full combo super Scullo Crusher. And there's the Scullo Energy to finish the job. I love the optimization. Normally it adds enough damage that it's not really worth it, I think. But in that instance when it's going to kill, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. There we go.
Equinox 2 rounds down and needs to make something happen.
Oh man, this is why it's 3 out of 5. I don't want to imagine this game if it was 2 out of 3 rounds. And there it is. Are we going to go for Scullo Energy? No, we save it. Good call. Oh, the shimmy. And now we're going to go for another Scullo Crusher. And we're going to save the damage again, going in for the Scullo Ball, spending our last bar of resource. That actually might be death. Has Scout up there, force him out of the corner as well, back to the mid-screen. There we go.
Could it be too late or too late? He's managed to, it's right coast to coast there. Taking it from one side of the screen with the other.
The problem is
Quite
with the
a lot of
bar,
offense.
with the ball that Nort has left, with the bar that Nort had left, it was pretty dangerous. But we get the win anyway. Nort moves on, takes out Equinox in a good display. That's the first time I've seen him really use Skullomania today. He was using Shadow Geist in casual.
Yeah.
And not so much in tournament. How about that?
Yeah, that was quite convincing there from Nort. But that's it. This is quite a brutal tournament. First to 2.
Hi guys. So we have a different camera. That's why the FPS is here, there, and everywhere. There's a camera right there, and it's not what it used to be. But like I say, we will not be stopped. Fighting the X-Layer community in the UK.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Fighting EX there. We will bring a Pro Tour for this game.
So what's the next match? I don't know what the next match is.
That is a great question. It's probably got you in it somewhere.
Is it?
Okay, let me just note the. That was 2-0 to Nort, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Okie dokie. Submit that, and we have winners final.
Winners final, isn't it? Single limb.
It is, but there's a 3rd place match. What? Are we missing a game somewhere? How could there be a third place match that's between those two? Oh, sorry, it just took a little while to update. My mistake. Equinox versus Wilho will be the third place match. So we'll
Oh, okay. Is Will still here?
Can't see it.
So
Okay.
Equinox gets third place.
Well done, Equinox.
Congrats
Yay!
to Equinox.
Wilho has left the area and will be unable to play his third place match.
Lucky
Willow
coward.
will be absolutely gutted, and I can't wait to see his face.
Well, which
So,
means Equinox, congratulations for an impressive third place. And does that mean that it's me and...
It's you and Not, that's right.
Oh, okay, all right.
All
Grand finals time, the big match. The big
Yeah,
match,
hi.
guys. See you in a bit.
Okay, so now I'm just been left in the lurch again with this Rago Flex tournament. First to two, single a limb.
Supergun's being stepped over literally as Ketchup tries to get background.
What are these conditions I'm gonna have to work from?
These are unsafe. looking
Everything went
conditions.
downhill as soon as the health and safety officers came in and tried to shut this place down.
Honestly, man. The funny thing
I
is
tried to
that
do as much as I could.
it's a good thing we didn't run double limb, isn't it? Then
Oh, great!
we
Yeah.
wouldn't even like be anywhere in the stream right now.
Okay, so I'm trying to fill some air here. Fighting Area X tournament live from Versus Fighting. We've got PND Ketchup. He's going to win one of his own tournaments again. What kind of absolute rigging is going on?
Oh, mania.
We've got my man. No, I've already put some money on him. I saw him actually do a trial in the trial section of the game that I couldn't do, and I already backed. I've backed my house on him. He's going to win this tournament. Yeah, let's go for 2 out of 3. Why not? We ain't under no time constraints here.
Round 1. Fight.
Well, I guess we could still have that third place match if anyone
Okay,
cares.
Willow
but
has actually turned up
I'm
and-
hoping he just walks out and we don't.
Willow has actually turned up. No one's going to tell him that he could have got 3rd place at Versus Fighting in a game. His highest placement in any tournament ever. But never mind, he'll have to hold that 4th place.
I'm sure he'll manage.
Okay, Gruder going in. Scullo keeping him at bay at the moment. He's got quite a significant life lead. But Ketchup is rocking the Infinity deck. He's got bare super. Super will just come out freely. He's keeping his distance. 20 seconds on the clock. I knew he was going to do that, so did No. He's going to come down, land, come out with a Rago super in
That was
the
next
air,
update,
in
'cause
the air.
He didn't do it in the air, he waited till he landed, he got a different super. But Nort still didn't bite, so yeah, very good foresight.
He's got the pressure. What's these crouching lights? Is this Street Fighter 4? Mr. Will he finish off with the super? No, he's saving it. Doesn't want that scaling, wants that full chunky damage.
It's not that much additional damage, and even though he gets meter very fast with this Goku
Yeah.
deck, he
Look at
gets very
that.
fast.
Look at his deck at the bottom. Meter up, meter up, meter up.
That's right.
Pure meat.
They activate very quickly as well, so you know there's no barriers to get.
I'm sure after just even one normal auto combo, he's able to get another super. And there we go. He's got another. Will he finish it off? Overkill. No need.
I didn't think that was quite going to kill actually, but it shows what I know as usual.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, Noah's got full 3 stocks. No level 3s in this game, unfortunately. But Scullo has got a Raging Demon. Let's see if Noah's going to be able to pull that out on him. Go for the flashy kills. Nice hard anti-air there. Oh, he's gone for the normal throw into the corner. Will he wake up with the super? Nice overhead, missed. Missed with the super confirm. Ketchup pulling this back.
KO.
Not holding onto his super meter as if it's going to cost him money to use it. He needs to blast through it. Ketchup is.
He's just thinking of all those Scullo dreams he could do with it.
Exactly. Oh,
In the bank.
Ketchup definitely riding the momentum there. Oh, he just got headbutted. Spinning headbutt.
rushing in with that low at the same time. Just misses
Catching
on
the
the overhead.
pressure, got the command grab.
Just got hit by the random super there. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
It's not random. That was
If
safe.
it's not a confirm, it's random.
KO.
Random
Them's the
confirmed.
rules.
Random confirmed. If it hits, it's fine. So still here in the first games, first to 2. No time constraints here. We ain't being shut down by security. That's it. Ketchup has now got infinite meter. If you didn't think he was Rago enough earlier, he's just gonna go absolute ham now. I'll miss with the command grab. Who will take the first game? 30 seconds on the clock. Ketchup takes the first game. Let's see what adjustments Noto will be able to make. Absolutely brutal tournament. The most brutal tournament of the Versus Fighting weekend. Single elim, first to 2. No messing about. Oh, just drilled him straight in the back. That was so odd there. No, doing well to keep the pressure on, but oh, not today. Eat that swinging throw, whatever it is, some acrobatic action going on. It's a failed tick throw there. I think the momentum of the running normal just pushed Ketchup right out of his range.
Round 2. Fight.
Love it. Round start, round start crouching hard kick. Got another Mia, will he use it? No, he's saving it. Chasing him down. What's the setup? Will he get the cross up? No. Go for the hard knockdown. Will he go for the cross up? Kick throw incoming. No, he went the other way. Ketchup getting away with some absolute murder. 2 throws in a row. No meter to save himself. There we go. Go into the normal chain. Not pulling it back. Got 2 meters on deck.
3. Fight.
So what does Skullmania say corner at the end?
Sorry?
Why does Skullmania say corner at the end of the round?
I have no idea. Skullmania going with the pressure. Oh, he's... Watch your legs! What's he gonna do about his legs? Oh my god! This is brutal!
Back in, man. Just on still back. That's it. Gets the throw there to get something started. Throws into the corner.
Oh, what a... Hit him really late with that SRK head spinning headbutt ting.
That's a meaty skull head as well.
Round 4. Fight.
On his own wake up.
Yeah, if you want a surprise, man, do... Oh, tournament rules, let's go! It doesn't matter, let's go, it's brutal! People running out of battery while they're playing in this tournament, it doesn't matter. This is Rago rules, we don't care.
It's the rawest tournament there is.
First to 2, single elim, anything goes.
Nice response to that overhead. Doesn't take it. Pushes the man
Nort
forward.
struggling. If Nort decides to get Ketchup in a headlock, I will allow it.
KO.
Taking it
That's
to the streets.
All even in the second game then. 2 rounds apiece.
No pressure on Ketchup. Security guards are eyeing us up. They want to throw us out of the venue.
That's it. Daggers being stared at
Pure
from all
daggers.
directions.
Pure daggers.
from the
I can
chat,
counter them
Daggers in
now.
the venue.
I can parry that all day.
Daggers from Garuda. Daggers everywhere.
Quite an even match at the moment. Ketchup, 3 supers on deck. Will he cancel into them? All 3 of them. 1. Nah, he didn't. I don't know whether he can actually do it from there. Oh my days.
it, and Ketchup takes it.
And that's the end of the Fighting EX Layer tournament here at Versus Fighting. No shenanigans going on with the bracket. Ketchup setting up the tournament, winning the tournament, commentating the tournament, fully gassed. This is now challenge verified. Wait until the Fighting EX Layer Pro Tour comes. This guy is going to be top seed.
Number 1, mate. He's won
Number
every
1.
single Fighting EX Layer tournament in the UK to date.
Yeah, he's run the only Fighting Layer EX tournaments and won both of them. What kind of madness is this? Will this crazy guy be stopped? The only hope is if his brother actually takes this game seriously and wipes him off the Fighting Layer EX map. He's so gassed. He's not step on my super gun, mate.
I didn't stand on nothing.
Someone's moved it. All right, so now we've got.
For an interview with the winner.
Hi guys.
Okay, so we got the red one. He's won this tournament, Versus Fighting 2018. I don't know what he's doing there. Is this some kind of Fortnite thing?
I don't know. I think so. I'm getting
All right, congratulations.
Round of applause. Round of applause all round. So it was. I had fun. I certainly had fun. I'm sure you guys had fun as
I
well.
was fully gassed. This is the best finals I've seen.
This is the best Fighting EX Layer Grand Finals yet.
Yes. It's the best finals I've seen in the past hour, most definitely.
Woo! That's quite an accolade right there. But I mean, on a more serious note, look, it was done last minute. We wanted to bring Fighting EX Layer, and we did bring Fighting EX Layer.
Last minute, we weeded out the secret Street Fighter EX Layer and the Fighting EX Layer community. We are now going 20 man strong in the whole of the UK.
We are indeed. It's a Hyper Combo Leicester now officially the strongest local community for Fighting EX.
This is it.
Me, you, and Mustard coming in. I want to take a picture of I want to take a picture real quick of what we're actually doing, how we're setting up this camera. There we go. Sick. But yeah, all in all, the thing is actually the game is hella fun.
It is fun.
It is a lot of fun. I'm sure everyone at the event had fun.
It's very open. There's just things that I just saw today, which is just absolutely, what's the word? Rago trampy, man, and I'm gonna steal every single one of those techs that I saw today.
The reason I do it, look, you guys are gonna be, for like the 10 of you watching right now, I'm sure you're gonna be wondering why do I do so many supers? And it's because I get rewarded for doing them.
Yes, I'll do it as well.
I get rewarded because I get given infinite meter for using all my reversals.
No, I respect it, man.
And having this random counterpoke game, it's good stuff.
I'm a huge advocate and fan of Rago Wake Up Supers, and I will be using that deck shortly.
All right, well, I actually think that's all we have time for on the stream. Thank you very much to the guys for watching. Thank you, Jassy, for joining me, my Fighting EX Layer partner in crime at this point.
Yeah, thanks for
making you hate the game.
No, I love this game, man. I'll play it all day, every day. It doesn't matter. I'm sad I didn't get to play you in one of the matches.
I was hoping we got that point. Thank you very much to the MVP, Will, for actually doing the stream. There originally wasn't going to be a stream for this. Well, what existed of a stream for this, but Will made it happen. Will made it happen, and when they tried to shut us down, we had compromises to this budget stream you're watching now, again provided by Will. We adapt, survive, overcome. My name is Ketchup, you've been watching Fighting EX Layer, and we'll see you at the next tournament.